Hi guys, well I was all set to vlog in the car today, and I don't know if you remember me telling you a while back I had bought a new car mount, but it doesn't seem to work. I don't know if it already seems broken or what, but I've just been sitting here the last 5 minutes trying to mess with it and it won't work. So I'm still gonna try to vlog. Okay, I think I finally got this stupid mount to work. I had to put it on my dash. We'll see if it stays. I know this angle's a little crazy. Let's see if I can get it to move a bit. Sorry guys, it'll be a little trial and error because this one's not what I'm used to. So I just picked up my prescriptions. I always got to be careful pulling out of this parking lot because it's a little tricky. So I got my thyroid medicine and my, what do I take? Progesterone. I go to a compounding pharmacy to get both. So I dropped off my Nordstrom returns at the post office. I had this enormous box because I told you guys in the haul video that a few things I bought, you know, both sizes in, because I just find with this sale, I've learned the hard way, that's the easiest thing to do. When in doubt, or if you want two colors of something and maybe you're undecided, just get both and then return them later. That's why I shop at Nordstrom so much anymore. Free shipping and free returns, and just their selection, you know, is just, I feel like they have all kind of price points, which I just love. So anyway, of course it is almost noon, or is noon now, so traffic's ridiculous. It's 89 degrees out if you like the weather report. It's been pretty hot here. Go ahead, it's too dangerous for me to try to turn left. I appreciate you trying to be nice, but 2 lanes of traffic, So anyway, I'm headed to my doctor's office now to get some more adrenal, because my husband and I both take it now because we both go to the same doctor for thyroid. And it's a little bit cheaper if I get it through them. It's the same maker who makes the Nature Thyroid that I take. You can get it, I think, at VitaCost, but it's a little more expensive. And when I think about it, I just try to go to the doctor's office, hop in there and just get it. It's easier. So I feel like I haven't vlogged in so long. I feel like I say that all the time. Every time I get in a vlog, I was gonna vlog the other day at home, and then something happened. Oh, I spoke to the nurse at my plastic surgeon's office, and that kind of just dampened the mood a little bit. I don't know. I don't probably want to talk about this now, but she was rescheduling all of the future appointments because my plastic surgeon had recently passed away. And for those of you who don't know, that's who does my Botox and my filler all around here for my acne scars. So it was upsetting. I mean, not obviously for me as much as it was the staff and, you know, people who actually know him really well. But anyway, it was still upsetting. So I talked to her, and it kind of just put a damper on my mood the other day. So I don't go back, like I said, until September, and then I see one of the other 2 doctors. So anyway, I am just running errands today. I need to film a video, but I don't know. Nothing is inspiring me. I have plenty of videos I could film, but nothing is inspiring me. And I've told you guys I've been in that funk off and on now for a while. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's hormonal, like just me personally, like, you know, I don't know, not as interested in things, because my hormones have definitely been up and down. I'm definitely seeing a change the last couple months in things. Or is it just, am I over this phase of my life so filled with social media and YouTube and all that? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a little of both. Who knows? I feel like I'm trying to get more into Instagramming and my blog so that I can still stay connected to you guys, because I like that. Speaking of Instagram, let me know if you guys would like, sorry, I might have to adjust this a minute. I'm sorry if it's a little crooked. I hope it's not vibrating too much now. Let me know if you guys would like an Instagram live. I've thought about doing them, but I never know what's a good time of day. And I know I can save them and you guys can watch them later, but it's more fun when they're interactive and you guys are, you know, talking as we go. So I've thought about that because sometimes that would just be so much easier for me spur of the moment when I feel like, you know, we just need that Q&A going on or something. And speaking of Q&As, gosh, I haven't done one of those in so long. And I do get some random questions now and then, and especially for those of you that are new to my channel, I feel like I should do one, because I feel like I'm an open book when I'm asked a question. I'm not really good about sharing a lot or just kind of being out there just to be out there. And I realize that's hard for you guys sometimes to connect when I'm not showing, you know, much vulnerability, which I'm just not. I try not to be a vulnerable person anyway, even with in real life, friends and family. I just don't feel like I share a ton. But I realize, you know, those kind of things help to feel connected. You know, it does to people I follow and stuff. You know, you like to see all sides of people. So I don't know, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to do a Q&A. If you you want, leave me a question below and I'll answer them. Like I said, I'm pretty direct. If somebody asks me a question, I don't mind answering it all. You know, whatever I can. I'm just better at that, like, you know, the direct questions, I guess, getting conversations maybe going that way. I'm not sure. So in other news, what's been going on? I know you guys like to see food videos and grocery hauls. I haven't really been doing a lot because for the last few months, they've been a little tricky. I feel like we're kind of doing the same things, but I've been doing a lot of small grocery hauls more often. And then something that's kind of started changing recently is my husband had his gallbladder removed. I don't know, is it coming up on a couple weeks now? It was Friday the 14th, I think, or something like that. So that was something that had been progressively getting worse for him. He'd had some issues a couple years ago, but we kind of took some things out of his diet, watched some things, and he didn't seem to have a problem. Well, I don't know if more stress brought it on again or what, but since the beginning of the year, he's really started having issues more frequently. And at first I almost thought he had an ulcer. Went and got checked, didn't have an ulcer. You know, the doctor was back and forth on, sounds like gallbladder, sounds like ulcer, like all the symptoms my husband was giving him. So they did test. He went and had an ultrasound. Of course, there were no gallstones, so then he had to have the HIDA scan, which, you know, you drink something and they monitor you know, how the gallbladder is working. Well, it was non-functioning. I think his was like 30% or something, which I've heard of people being worse, you know, and at first you're like, oh, that's not bad, we can deal with this. But like the surgeon put it, you know, flip that number around. And that was really an aha moment for my husband, was like 70% of the time then it's not working. So, and again, his symptoms had just gotten worse, and there weren't any real triggers, it seemed like, as far as food or anything. Possibly stress seemed to be a trigger, but we weren't sure. And then we had a trip scheduled to Indiana, and he had just gotten sick before that and got the news of these test results, so we weren't sure if we were gonna go, and that was kind of stressful because we were gonna, you know, just had some things planned. So anyway, we did go to Indiana, as you saw. He felt fine, so that was good, and then got the surgery that next week after we got back. And everything had been going pretty good. His surgery was pretty good, although he had kind of a hiccup this past Sunday, which was like a week and a few days after his surgery. And you know, it was kind of worrisome to us a little bit, but in reading, and then my husband called the doctor, you know, the next day, I guess that's normal. People can start to feel pretty good or not have much side effects, and then all of a sudden a week or two later they start having pain or feel dizzy or not feel good. So anyway, we're back to trying to really monitor what he's eating and all that. Not that we weren't before, but you know, it's one of those when you start to feel a little better, maybe you get a little lax. So we just really have to be cognizant of staying hydrated, you know, not getting dehydrated, eating the right things, all that. So that's going to be a whole other issue moving forward, is some people have problems digesting fats and certain foods moving forward, and some people don't at all. Everybody's completely different, and we knew that going in. He has his follow-up next week with the surgeon, so we'll see what he says then. But so food has been pretty, you know, uneventful as far as what we're cooking. And then I'm kind of curious going forward. You know, I kind of read separate things, and I don't feel like anybody ever wants to give you specific information just because everybody's so different. But I'm wondering if taking bile salts and or digestive enzymes going forward, is that help because your body is not producing as much bile or not as much stored bile? I mean, I feel like a doctor as much as I've read about gallbladder and how the body works and produce, you know, the liver making the bile and the gallbladder hold on to all this stuff. So I'm just not sure going forward. So any of you have any experience with that, let me know. And sorry, I think this road's going to be a little bumpy. But also, or is it better to not take anything and let your body find its new normal? I don't know. Like, I'm really torn on that. Again, I feel like doctors aren't necessarily going to give you an answer one way or the other because everybody's so different, possibly. And then to top that off too, I don't know about you guys, but we were under the impression, you hear everybody getting their gallbladder taken out. It's like one of the most popular surgeries. I mean, the statistics are something mind-boggling, like 700,000 a year or something. We were under the impression, no, we're going to do whatever we can to reverse this or help it. Like, it's just not happening. Because you're always thinking, oh, gallbladder problems mean you have gallstones. Well, we had never heard ever that you could have a non-functioning gallbladder and not have any gallstones until we started researching. And the surgeon, you know, who said he takes out like 10 plus a week, saying he's seeing it more and more. So I'm a cause and effect person. What is causing that? I understand what causes the bile, and especially specific age groups and certain hormones or things may cause bile to back up and you get gallstones. I understand how gallstones are formed and understand that happening. But I don't understand how your gallbladder can quit functioning when you don't have gallstones at all. Like, what caused that? What's in our environment, our foods, whatever, combination that is causing this phenomenon basically to happen more and more. So anyway, that's what's been going on with us. Sorry about so much like health and gallbladder talk, but that's what's kind of taken over our life. As you know, anybody who's had surgery, that's kind of what you're focused on right then. And it's just been stressful for many months of the back and forth. You never know when, you know, you're gonna feel bad and just, you know, all kind of things like that. So that's kind of, in the nutshell, what's been going on with us. I feel like there's probably other things that I can't think about. Oh, as far as the cruise, I had asked on Instagram or Insta stories if you guys had cruise questions about Alaska. I felt like I kind of answered everybody's question on one-on-one, and I know some of you were disappointed that I wasn't going to be doing a actual cruise review, and I kind of explained why. I don't know. I'm torn about that because I feel like people don't really want to know your opinion unless it lines up with theirs. That's what I've come to the conclusion about certain things like that. I've just said before, I get so many outside views of the cruise videos, not you guys, meaning my normal subscribers that's watching all of my videos, or most of them, that people come in with all these outside opinions and act like they know you and want to have rude comments when they've seen one video of yours, you know? I don't like that at all. It just really drives me crazy. So I have to be careful, you know, what I say and all that, which, I don't know, that just kind of puts a damper on it. So I said I would try to maybe do something vlog style like that to answer some of your questions. I don't know if there's much interest, honestly. I got a couple questions in the Insta story, so I answered them there. I just don't know if there's enough to do a video. I mean, we enjoyed the cruise. It was wonderful. I was so excited to take it. Would I do it again? Probably not. I don't feel the need to. We know people that have taken many Alaskan cruises. I just don't see myself doing it. We probably prefer warmer weather cruises, we've decided, but it was beautiful. You could not miss the scenery. As far as some of the excursions, I showed you guys everything we did in my cruise vlog. There are way more adventurous excursions to take. However, I'm not getting in a helicopter and I'm not getting in a seaplane. So that kind of limits what you can take as far as excursions, because a lot of them you take a helicopter to something or a seaplane to something, and I'm just not doing that. So, and my husband's fine with that, you know. We liked what we did, except for the Victoria. That was terrible. I wouldn't do that. that one. It was a waste of money and a waste of time. I would just walk around on my own because you're not there long enough. It's really a wasted stop, unfortunately, and I mentioned that in that video a little bit. So anyway, I don't know. I haven't really thought to do a review because I don't feel like other than that I have much to say. It was a beautiful cruise. I felt like I showed everything in the vlog, and that's about it. So anyway, let me run into the doctor's real quick and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I thought I would show you. This is what I get, and it's by the RLC lab, so probably might look backwards, but that's the adrenal that I get. And let me see what else. Oh, this is the purse I'm carrying. I don't know if I should do a video on this or not, but I thought you might get a kick out of it. Yes, you're not seeing wrong. I did buy that purse, return it, and just bought it again like a crazy person. But so I don't know if I almost thought maybe I should do a video explaining why I felt the need to purchase this bag again, but okay, so I dropped off my packages, got my prescription, adrenal. I need to get my car washed, but I don't know if I feel like going there today. What else was there? I feel like there was something else, and I feel like there was something else I needed to tell you guys. This is just my simple makeup every day. I didn't even do anything up here for the eyes, just a little mascara, normal face, CC cream, my normal Pixie highlight. The blush is the same, which is the Milani, I don't know, something rose. I don't know, it's the one I just use all the time. I can't even think. Laura Mercier Plumberry liner with just some Pixie gloss. I think that's it. Anyway, I'm sure I'll think of something else to talk about when I get home. Oh, I'll show you my outfit when I get home. It is super cash, but I know you guys like seeing all that. Again, I'm trying to step it up a little bit, show more outfits on Instagram and the blog, because I get requests for that all the time. And while I'm thinking about it, when we were talking about cruises, we are next planning a cruise to the Southern Caribbean. We've always wanted to do that, but to get a good one, it's like 10 days, and we don't always have the time to do that. We're not sure if we're gonna go at the end of this year or next year, but I wanna see, there's certain islands that I wanna see we've not been to. If you guys have been on a Southern Caribbean, let me know. And of course we're thinking about going with Princess because they have just become our favorite. I know it's weird because Royal Caribbean was definitely our favorite before. And I don't know, the food started going downhill for Royal Caribbean for us. And it's funny, we know people that are like really, really high tiered members with Royal. I think we're platinum, I can't remember. We'd be way above that if we would have stuck with them, but we're like higher tier on several cruise lines because we've cruised with several like quite a few times. And they even say that. They're like, I don't know if I want to go anymore. The food's just gotten really bad, which is unfortunate because I feel like the food is what people look forward to the most. I don't know. So, I don't know. Princess is pretty good. It can get a little boring, you know. I think any cruise ship, once you keep going on the same one over and over, can get a little boring. But Princess is pretty good. Holland America's good, and Celebrity's good. We haven't been on Celebrity in years. I don't know. You know how you just, I feel like you get in a rut. Like you find certain cruise lines you like, and then you stick with them. I mean, we've lost count now. It's been over 20 cruises, but I lost count. They all run together. We're like, wasn't it on this cruise when we did that? And we can't remember. So I will see you guys probably when I get home. Okay, so here is my outfit, just plain t-shirt. I love this color green though. I'm always looking for a dress this color. Shorts, I think these are Loft, but I won't 100% guarantee it. These shoes you've seen before. People have asked me, these run true to size. There are several different styles that look similar to this that I know run big. These are true to size. Have my loving tan tanner on if you're wondering if I look tan. Okay, so you probably have to turn the volume down because it's always so much lower on the phone, and now I'm on my camera because it kept wanting to not record anything after I got home. But I'm getting ready to fix myself something to eat. I've kind of been on a sandwich kick lately, which isn't great because I try to not eat that much bread. But I wanted to tell you about this bread that I've been kind of obsessed with, the Dave's Killer Bread. I like the one with the yellow because it's thin slice, and they have all different kinds that have different things in them. But I like the ingredients, and I find this does not seem to bother me, even if I eat, you know, more of it than I should in a week. So anyway, I do like this, and I'm just gonna have some turkey cheese, lettuce, mayo, and mustard, and a couple of chips. And that's another thing. These are the tortilla chips we always eat, and of course my husband loves chips probably as much, as not more than I do. Which you'd think, oh, there's not that many bad ingredients in here. But it's the vegetable oil, the canola, you know, corn oils. All those are longer chain fats that are harder to digest without a gallbladder. Like olive oil, coconut oil, things like that are easier. So we're gonna have to somehow find some substitutes for our favorite things so you don't feel totally deprived. So anyway, I'm gonna eat my lunch. I forgot I needed to get a few things at the grocery store my husband requested, so I'm gonna have to run out and go do that. I don't know where my mind was. I have the list right there. Talking to you all, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Definitely leave me your comments below. Love hearing from you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye.